Hey everyone, been away for a while. Actually went on a holiday, need a bit of a break away, so we're back now. A few changes going on. Given up on the whole car flipping thing in total. There'll probably be things I find to flip, but a little ride on mowers ain't going too bad for me, to be honest. I've seemed to be turning around a couple of those at okay money, and nearly more profit than what the cars were given for the amount of time involved anyway. But yeah, I was just getting too hard with fetching them, fixing up issues, trying to sell them on in a remote country town. It's sort of, yeah, you had to try and buy them, and it'll take a lot of time and effort to actually go buy something on the coast, which was a lucky dip. Come back with it, try and sort it out, and then sell it in a very low population area. So sort of not worth the effort to a certain degree. So one of them totally lost big on, probably lost a good $1,000, $1,200 on that. Car before and the car after, we probably got about $1,000 to $2,000 profit out of those each. But yeah, it's just the work involved. Like when you look at the hours, I might have been getting down to around about $25, $30 an hour for some of them, and you're just going, it's starting to get a bit ridiculous. So I'm cutting all that crap out, and future videos are just going to be about old Beefy, the build on that. We're going to be starting to really get close to actually dropping the Barra in. Just got given a windage tray, so we can start looking at swapping the FG sump on the BF engine soon. So that'll be ready to start dropping in there and getting him moving. For WB, which is my dream car build, got another guard for it, picked up for $50. I started paint stripping it. This one's a bit munted, it's been ball peen hammered back to life sort of thing. So I just don't know if it's salvageable really, whether it's worth mucking around with. So, I mean, the rest of it's not bad apart from down here. But don't know, we'll work that out when we get closer. It could even be a case where we might be able to just cut the section out sort of thing and weld that in there and make it work, but I'd rather keep the panels in one piece more than anything. Engine, that's just turned into one drama after another. I've killed the starter motor and bought a new one of those. Timing chain was stretched, so that was buggered. So engine builder mate found one sitting on his shelf, so he's come and donated that to the cause. The old camo there, which is the one that died, that the lobes on two of them are gone. Then I bought this stage 3 Crow, fairly cheapish, to whack in there. Engine builder mate, when he turned up, he said, "Oh, I'll help you time up the chain, time up the cam," and then we pulled it out of a box, and he looked at it and he goes, "Oh, I hope you didn't spend too much money on this." And no, not really. He said, "No, I wouldn't put that in my engine." He said, "Look at this, it's a little bit burred here, it's a little bit sore here, it's a little bit this." And then he said, "It's 480 hour lift," and he said, "Standard springs aren't going to like that, so you're probably going to have binding issues." So I just said, "Oh, just buy us another cam for me," sort of thing. Just have a look for something that you think's going to be right, and just buy that for me and I'll pay you. So that's on its way now. But we've got new water pump. Also, the bearer of bad news, engine builder mate, I just freshly painted all my bits to go on, so I thought if I do that now, at least they're ready to go. So we've got everything looking shiny and blue, and then the engine builder mate's gone and looked at it and said, "No, I wouldn't put that intake on either." I didn't think it was too bad, but he said, "No, you're definitely going to get water in your oil for some of those galleries." So fine, cancel that one too. So ordered a brand new black ProFlow intake. That's on its way too now. So we're hoping to get all these engine bits before Christmas, which is only a couple of weeks away now, and we'll try and get all them whacked on, get this engine fired up so she can start and move again. So fingers crossed on that one. Now, rest of it, I went and found Statesman body moulds in pretty good nick, $400 for the set. We've got to paint the white bits black, of course, but the stainless is all pretty good. And I heard an old rumour that people were joining the rear guard and rear door moulds together on the Statesman to make the one continuous bit for the back. I've had them sitting on the car, and surprisingly enough, the length is actually pretty good, and the options you sort of have in way to make them work and go is not looking too bad. So I'm very positive at it. I'm probably going to try and just gently TIG these stainless bits together, and then we'll probably just butt the ends together and just try and fill them a little bit with maybe a good plastic glue, and then just file it down and try and get it to, it's got to look mint, because yeah, I'm not trying to shortcut the looks part. It's just shortcut the dollar part sort of thing, because a genuine set of those things for a ute, for a mung set, people were asking like anything from $2,200 to $3,500 for stuff that isn't that crash hot. So I'm not going to spend that. Well, I got that for $400, and maybe another $100 or $200 I could probably turn them into a ute set in the colour I want. So moving on from that, picked up the centre console for $180. Actually not bad, it's only broken up in here, but that doesn't matter. This will need recovering. It's all got to be painted like the rest of the interior anyway, to a chamois colour or something like that, sort of darker brown sort of colour, the factory look. Picked up a GDS dash for $120. Broken here and a little bit mung through there. But the plan is we'll plastic weld new sections into this. I might even just sacrifice a bit of factory dash here, cut those bits out and glue them into this and smooth it all down. And then we'll buy the fascia sticker kits to put over fronts to hide all the repairs, and that will be all clean and sorted. Maybe you're a bit quicker than me, but I just noticed this. That cheap GDS dash I bought of a fascia, it's fucked. Some absolute numbnut has cut the bezels all off the back of the dash. I didn't even notice it. I mean, I haven't really played with them that much in my life, so yeah, I bought one that's pretty much useless to me. Ideas of I could go get some PVC tube, glue into the back and try and make it work, because I am going to be doing something a bit different with gauges. Just don't know if it's worth it. I'm not overly stimulated by the idea of needing a GDS dash either. I'd sort of just as happy with a factory one, but just a factory one that doesn't look like mine because it's just painted black. Someone decided they want to paint all that black. So I don't know, might find there are some nice ones, just factory ones like that floating around, so I might even just go that way yet. The idea is dropping, even for me doing it on the cheap, we're still dropping probably a good $800 into it for a dash, and it could be something I might just do later on down the track, put the factory one in and just leave it as it is. We shall wait and see, but that's something I just picked up on. Totally missed it.